Let me tell you something. When you get played in life, stop going back looking for closure. Stop going back trying to figure out why they did you like that. Just accept what they did to you and move on. Keep it pushing. Everybody ain't real. Everybody ain't cut from the cloth you cut from. You got to keep it moving, dog. You can't expect another you out of somebody else. Everybody ain't built how you built. God built you a different way. You got a certain kind of chip in you. Stop going back to that. Find real, but continue your search. These people playing you. These people stealing from you. These people got so much infidelity in them. They family got infidelity in them. They father wasn't real. They mama wasn't real. How they gonna keep it real with you when they was based on a lie from the get-go? Two haters. Hater mama, hater daddy make a hater child. Lying ass daddy and a hater mama make a lying ass, hating ass child.
Anti-Afro Spengalis. I want to pay homage to Nino Brown. I don't know if many people really recognize what he represents. He makes, I guess you can describe it as a creative mockery out of the character Nino Brown. And while doing that, he gets attention while he delivers some very powerful messages. It's very popular, very creative. People tune in, and he never misses a beat. Wanted to actually give you an update. I meant to actually post this video earlier because I wanted to clarify some definitions, and this is related to that lawsuit, that federal lawsuit that had been filed against Umar Johnson. I wanted to cover a few definitions that were brought up, and also that as it stands now, Judge Young did officially close the case or dismiss the case at the request of the plaintiff. But I wanted to clarify some definitions. The case was closed without prejudice. So I wanted to first explain what the definition of without prejudice means. There's two definitions: with prejudice and without prejudice. Okay, if a case is closed with prejudice, that means that the suit or the action cannot be brought again, and there's many reasons for that. It could go on for a long time, but basically, if a suit was brought and it proceeds through, the system, and there are situations that have been going on that the court finds are disingenuous, there is discovered fraud on the part of the plaintiff, if there's nefarious activity, if there have been, a pattern of not complying with the court orders, if it's been basically a mess, the court can dismiss the suit with prejudice, or if the plaintiff requests the suit be dismissed or withdraws the case, the judge will decide that the case is dismissed with prejudice. Just one example. If the case is dismissed without prejudice, regardless of who withdraws the case or dismisses the case, like a judge can say, I'm dismissing a case without prejudice, and there's like a ruling. Say, let me back up. Say that a case is filed and there are depositions, there's testimony taken, and it proceeds through the system, and the judge decides at one point or any point, you know what, at this point in time, the defendant has submitted a motion to dismiss this case because of XYZ. I'm going to grant that motion, and I'm going to dismiss this case without prejudice because of XYZ. And the judge is going to give reasons. That means the plaintiff can refile the case, but the judge is going to say what is needed in order for the case to proceed. If there has been no determination about a deficiency, then the person can refile a case as is. Now, in this case, as we know, the plaintiff stated that the case was withdrawn because people were being harassed, lies that they were actually the plaintiff in the case, although there was one plaintiff and several different people were being accused of being the plaintiff. So that was the reason that the person at this stage withdrew the case. If the case was withdrawn, initiated by the plaintiff, the judge allowed that without prejudice. You know what? I was going to go into another definition, but I think I would like to table that because I would like for these to have their own subject heading. So I'm going to record another video on the other definition, but what I want to leave you with is to strongly encourage you to take direct responsibility for learning basic information. Now, people have different levels of knowledge and interest, but if you're interested in a legal case, whether it's in the system, on TV, do your research. News media is dead last. Go and hear, go and listen to the trial and to the hearings and read the documents. Most important, read what the judge is ruling. Yes, of course, listen to what the prosecutor and defense attorney and experts are saying. Listen to the judge's rationale when it comes down to the rulings. That's where you're going to really learn about how the law is applied. And we're fooling ourselves if we think emotion isn't involved. But if you are not able to separate your emotions from a situation, it's easy to be taken advantage of. It's easy. Protect yourselves, protect the rights and privacy of others. I trust you. I'm very good at that. I don't care what has been said about me. I have never compromised anybody's privacy, and I will not do that. Will not do it. Has not happened. Will not happen. In the meantime, people, you know the drill. Buyer beware.